and welcome to She Rides, the podcast where women's cycling takes lead. I'm Saar.
And I'm Kristof, and today we're diving into the latest race results and hot topics in women's cycling.
And we have a guest joining us to share her story. Let's get started. Ready? Hi everyone, and welcome to episode 83 of She Rides. We're living towards the best 9 days of the year. So I'm very excited. I guess most people listening to this as well. So up on the schedule today is talking a lot about a certain race happening in France. But before we get into the real previewing, we also happen to have a French rider racing the Tour de France as well with us. Hi, Océane.
Hi.
First things first, can you introduce yourself to the listeners?
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Océane Mahé. I'm a French rider. I'm 24 years old, and I ride for the MPE team.
Nice. So let's really start with the basics and just how did you get into cycling?
Well, I got cycling quite recently. When I was younger, I was a tennis player. But I got injured and I had to find another sport. And actually, my father was a cyclist when he was younger, and still now, actually. So yeah, I always had the bikes in the house, and I wanted to try it. First, I tried mountain bike, but was not a huge fan of bumps and routes. I was not comfortable on the road, so I bought a road bike, and here I am.
So this year you've done some nice results in some more mountainy races. So is that the kind of rider you are, like excelling in on the mountains?
Yeah, I think I'm more of a climber for sure. But I like to be offensive and to have fun. So I always try for breakaways. But for sure, I grew up in the Alps, and I feel very comfortable in the long climbs. So yeah, that's why recently in the Alps or in the Pyrenees, I've been quite comfortable, let's say.
Nice. And then do you remember, so we talked about how you got into cycling, but do you still remember like your very first race you ever did?
I do remember my first race. It was in May, but it was snowing. I had to wear a huge amount of clothes, and I was racing with the guys, and everyone took the start, and like 200 meters after the start I was dropped already. And all of my first season was like this, riding with the boys and being dropped 100 or 200 meters after the start. So it was quite challenging, but I kept motivation. And I think about that a lot when I think about everything that's happened since then. I feel it's quite amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah, it's an amazing memory that will last forever. I can imagine.
Okay.
But Océane, you're not just combining. You're not just a cyclist. You're also combining cycling with studying. And as we speak, you're doing an internship on top of that. So can you tell us a little bit more about that and about the combination?
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, I'm in the last year of my engineering studies, and for that year, I have to do an internship in a company. Usually it's 6 months, but it's going to be a lot longer for me because I'm like part-time. And the company I'm in is called Ultima Mobility, and is specialized in electric bikes. And actually, I got the contact with the company because it's one of the sponsor of my current team. So that's how I got to know them. And so my boss is a huge fan of the team, is a huge fan of me. So he's always really happy to arrange my schedule in order for me to train as much as I want. Of course, next week I will be at the Tour de France and I want to be there in the office, but he's fine with it and he will probably be watching the tour since his computer. So yeah, that's quite easy actually to manage both, even if it's also really tiring sometimes.
Yeah. So the whole team foundation is working out really well in both ways. I mean, it's a sponsorship from une petite entreprise, like they say, and it works both ways because it landed you an internship. So that's that's a nice thing. So Océane, with the internship, with the training as a semi-pro, preparing for the Tour de France Femme, which is quite a demanding life, I think. So what does a normal week look like for you?
Well, my last weeks weren't actually so normal because I was in an altitude camp with the team. So from the altitude camp, I was only working from the camp, but not as much as I usually do. But otherwise, for instance, for this week, I'm back in the in the office. I usually go training in the morning, and then in the afternoon from 1 to 5 p.m. I usually go to the office, meet my colleagues, and we can work together like this. So I just have to make sure that I do not have any important meeting or something like this that would be during my training. But as I said, everyone is quite happy to arrange things so that it works well for me. And I still have my weekends to enjoy my afternoons. So, for instance, yesterday I could watch the Tour de France in the afternoons, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. Wow, what a reality behind the scenes of one of the female riders preparing for the Tour de France Femme. It's not all glamour and glamour. It's a busy life to juggle everything in your schedule, I think. But, and then Océane, actually, what is the hardest part of combining all those three things in your life? And Océane, with this busy life schedule, combining everything all together, trying to work it out, preparing for Tour de France Femme. What's the hardest part of combining all three of those of your lives, basically?
Well, there are some hard parts. The first that would come to mind, I think, would be that I have to sacrifice some moments. For example, some moments with my family. I can't see them as much as I would like. With my friends, with every little time that I could have to share with others. It's always kind of complicated. So the good thing is I really get along with the girls in my team and with the boys at work. So I still have a pretty good social life. But yeah, I would say family is the hardest. And of course something else that's maybe less obvious, but I think it's recovery. For sure, when I go training in the morning and I have to be at the office in the afternoon, I'm not in my sofa enjoying and my leg rest as much as I would like. So yeah, that's quite complicated. I always have to find the little spots in my schedule to go see the doctor or the physio or things like this, and it's quite complicated for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very interesting remark you make, Océane, because we always tend to forget about recovery. But yes, when you're working in the afternoon, people think like, well, you're not cycling, but you're definitely not recovering either.
Yeah,
At least I
exactly.
hope so for your boss that you're not.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's for sure. And then, well, like you already indicated, like family is a big sacrifice you have to make. So does it ever feel like you have to choose between them, or is it more like, well, it's heavy, but it all like fits in my life?
No, to be honest, it's quite okay. I know that cycling is very important for me.
And I know that this internship I do is will be over quite soon. So I just know that for this year, yeah, for sure, I have to for this year. And well, it's been a few years like this, but for these years, I won't be able to see them as much as I want and to enjoy time with them. But I know that from next year I will be a lot more available, and I really look forward to enjoy this time. And maybe I won't want to spend time with them. We don't know. But no, I think it's okay because I know it won't be like this forever. And for now it's the life that I want, because it's also very important for me to have my degree. It's very important. I don't want to quit my studies, and I've always said so. So yeah, it's quite fine, and I find the positive in the situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good thing. But still, Oceane, well, lots of respect. 1 week before the start of Tour de France fun. So
Thank you.
then a little bit over to your team. It's a very special concept of a team, Ma Petite Entreprise. It's very different from all the other like normal, well-known big sponsor teams we all know, like Little Trek. So what makes Ma Petite Entreprise different from teams with huge sponsors, you think?
For sure, it's very different. The idea of the two guys that created the team is that little companies, so petites entreprises, are the first employer in France. So most people are employees of little companies, which means that there are many bosses, many people that work in these companies and that also want to be a part of professional cycling, but that just can't be a huge sponsor because it's too expensive for them. So the idea is to regroup them, and of course, none of them will have their name on the jersey. That's the whole idea. But they will all participate with the money and the budget they have. So some only give a few €100, and others can give a few thousands. But they still get involved, and this means that we many times have people saying, "Oh, I'm a sponsor of your team. I give this," and this is really nice because we feel like a big group of people that are passionate. Most of them do not think about what it will involve for their company. They are not thinking, yeah, this will give visibility to my company, and in this case, I will have this much money. No, they just think, well, I really like sports, cycling. I really want to be involved in women's cycling, and I want to give them what I can. So yeah, it's really cool. We do not have the pressure of a huge sponsor. We just have a lot of support from many little sponsors.
Mm-hmm. And Oceane, how does the team give back to their sponsors? Because like you said, they're not visible on the jerseys, they're not visible in the team name, they're not visible on the team car. So, I mean, just a legit question: what's the return on investment for Les Petites Entreprises?
Yeah, for sure. Of course, there are a return on investment, and it depends on the money that they gave at the beginning, for sure. So the ones that give a lot will get more than the ones that gave less. All of them have their names written really little on the jersey, so it's still that. But other than that, they get to participate, for example, in events that are created specially for the sponsors, so they can meet each other. It creates a group of companies that can also work together, so to be the client or the supplier of one another. So it's quite interesting for them. And they can still for example, have some posts on our medias to get some visibility. So of course they won't be the main sponsor, but they will still get some visibility. And the idea of the team is also to create really an on-demand concept, which means that some companies will have some needs that others won't. And they also want to create for each sponsor a special concept, a special approach for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a very nice concept. That's that they do. Out of the box thinking in the cycling world. We need more we need more people like that.
For sure.
And then do you think, Océane, is there anything a smaller team like Ma Petite Entreprise can do better than a big one? Like you guys compared to SD Works, to FDG, to UAE team?
Well, I'm going to be humble, and we won't be able to stand next to FDG and UAE in the Tour de France. That's for sure.
Yeah.
The first reason is that when a team wants to have some riders, they have to pay them. And actually, currently, our team cannot call them Everling and say, yeah, I need you in my team. That cannot happen. So of course, from that, the riders that are part of the team can't be the best of the world, but I think we are still pretty strong. And of course, we're not in the same conditions as those big teams. We do not have a big bus. We go to an altitude camp, but it's not the best altitude, so maybe it won't be the perfect camp to train for the tour. There are many things like this, but there are also many things that put us in very great conditions. We have a great staff that's really that's involved so much. We do not have pressure, so we're just here to have fun, and sometimes that's how you get the best results. And we really are close to each other, so we can really fight for one another. And I will always want to work for one of the girls of my team, because I know that we are really strong as a team. So yeah, for sure, we do not have the best team, because we do not. Honestly, money is the main thing. If you have money, you are the best team most of the time. But I think compared to what we from what we came from, we are still really, really strong. We are a new team. Most of the staff never worked in a professional team before, and here we are, a few days before the Tour de France. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. And it gives younger riders or older riders that come from a side flow into cycling or got discovered later, it gives them a real taste of World Tour cycling, I think. It's a good preparation in a safe and less pressurized environment than a World Tour, I think. So yeah, I mean, we should cherish the Conti and the Pro Conti teams. We don't value that enough, I think, Saar, but that's proof in our previous podcast as well.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, over to something else. When I was researching a bit, I found your main Instagram page, let's say, but I found two others tagged in your bio. One of them like the food page, specifically like veggie protein. So can you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, that's quite nice. You saw that. So actually, I created this page 1 year ago, something like this. I decided to become a vegetarian a few months ago, but it's been like 3 years now that I've decreased a lot eating meat. Mostly for environmental reasons at first, but since then I've learned a lot about animal conditions. I really want to stop being involved in this. But when you are a cyclist, when you do sports in a general way, you still need to eat protein. And at first it was really complicated for me to find a way to eat enough protein and still being a vegetarian. a way that wouldn't be too expensive either, because I still was a student, and I needed to avoid the expensive solutions. So since then, I've been searching a lot on social medias, on internet, to find some recipes, and I wanted to create my own recipes. So from this, I thought, well, maybe I should share them. So most of the time, it's just my family and friends that uses them, and now my family doesn't have any excuse when they say, I don't know what to cook for you. Well, just go to my Instagram account. That's the main interest of my page right now. To be honest, I'm not a huge fan of social medias, and I'm not an influencer myself, so I've a hard time getting this page to be alive, let's say. But I'm still happy with this, and the main thing is that I really like cooking, and it's really challenging for me to create these recipes that are vegetarian and with packed with protein.
And iron, Océane, as well, especially for female endurance cyclists.
Yeah, for sure.
So as a vegetarian, not easy. So
yeah. Well, right here I have.
yeah.
Nice. There's one other account tagged as well. It's a photography account. The last post was quite some time ago. I think, but I was like, I saw it in there. So
the photos you said.
Yeah.
I stopped using that account a long time ago, but I'm still kind of proud of some pictures that I made. I had my first camera when I was young, and I really like to take some pictures. But for sure, when I will have more time, there are many things that I will want to do. I would like to the piano, but I would also like to take some time to take more pictures.
Very nice. So after that internship, the account
exactly.
we
see
many
things in my life for next year.
Yeah. nice. And then let's talk a bit about your season so far. Yeah, how happy are you with the results and performances you've done so far?
Yeah, I'm actually very happy about my season. Last year was kind of complicated. I broke my collarbone, and then after I never really found back a great feeling on the bike. So I wasn't sure about this year, to be honest. But immediately I felt quite good. For sure, the World Tour races are still a very big challenge. The level is so high, and it's really hard to exist. But on races that are maybe a level less important, we took a lot of pleasure, and for instance, in Alpes Grésivaudan and Tour des Pyrénées, I took a lot of pleasure to help my teammate Clémence to be at the front. So yeah, I'm very happy about my legs, because even if you help a colleague, you still have to be quite strong to be able to help. And so yeah, no, I'm quite happy. And of course, I got the first victory of the team in May. So it wasn't the greatest race ever, but it's still very good to win a race. It's the best feeling. It's it's the reason why we race, and it was a really great moment. So yeah, for now I'm really happy, and of course, being at the start of the tour is like the perfect things for this season.
Yeah. In Flanders, we have like quite a famous commentator who's already a very long time in cycling, and always he says like, you need to try to win a race. So that's always the thing he says, to like whatever race it is. Like if you can say you won a race, you did quite a good job. So I think that's what you need to think from this as well. A win is a win.
95% of the peloton will never win a race, Océane. So it doesn't matter how big or small it was. A win is a win.
For sure. for sure.
And apart from like results you're happy with, or team results you're happy with, what was the favorite race you've ridden this year?
That's interesting. I think Alpes-Vaudan at the beginning of June would be my favorite race this year because it's close to my home. So of course I had my dad there. I know the roads quite well because I've lived close from that place a few years ago. And I felt so strong. Like first climb, I was quite comfortable, and I turned back, and there were only 20 girls still in the peloton, and I was like, "Wow, that's a good day." So yeah, I really enjoyed it. Being able to perform like this at home. And to almost get a victory with Clémence. She came in second, but it was still a great result. So yeah, I would say this. And if we look more at maybe the greatness of the race, I really enjoyed Strade Bianche. From my experience, it wasn't the best because I crashed, and because it's Strade and it's so dangerous. But wow, the people, those Italians, I didn't know, but they are crazy, and yeah, it was really really nice to be to be at the beginning of the race.
Nice. Yeah, so you told us already how your last week is looking like before the tour, but how do you and the team like prepare together, like those last few days before the start? How does that go?
The few days before?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for example, we are going to meet on Thursday. So the good thing is that it's quite close from my home. I live really close to Switzerland, so they will just pick me up on the road, and we will arrive in the afternoon Thursday. We'll be at the hotel in the evening, spend some time together, and then we'll have a Friday all together. So we'll have a ride in the morning. I think we'll go see the course of the first stage because it's really close from the hotel. And then we'll in the afternoon, I know that there is a big meeting with all the riders to explain well, how the tour will go, and I will have to listen very carefully because I'm a rider's rep for the CPA. So if there are any issues with extreme weather or security problems, I will be involved. And then after that, I think there is sometimes to take pictures. And then we'll have the briefing, and wow, it's already there. Saturday, it's the beginning.
Right. Before we get back to our guest for the last part of her interview, we're just gonna preview the Tour de France Femme, because how excited are we? But this is also coming. This is Saar on Tour, a She Rides mini-series live from the Tour de France Femme avec Swift. Hear what it's really like to be up close at the biggest race of the year. See the best riders on the planet leave it all on the road. I'm on the road in France, chasing every stage and bringing you our opinions on how the racing is actually playing out. On y va! A bit sad that the announcement of selections takes so long for some teams. So we have like not even a whole filled starting list, I think. But we'll do with what we have, and we will see how everything turns out. Yeah, let's just start by like a stage by stage preview, and then yeah, that's what we'll do. So,
Yep.
Kristof, can you tell us how the race begins in Lausanne?
Yes, we start in Switzerland. First stage, Lausanne. 137 kilometers, labeled as flat. I should not label this exactly as flat. It's not even Spanish flat, in my opinion, basically.
It has like 3 third category climbs, and then a fourth category where they finish on top of, and there are also some uncategorized uphill sections.
Yeah, so kind of weird labeling, but anyway, we'll consider it as a flat stage, apparently. My opinion, it's not. Like you said, Saar, third category climbs, but it's like basically up and down all day long, in and around Lausanne. But of course, the last 2.6k uphill, 4.6% average. So it's probably not gonna be for the general sprinters guild, I think. So yeah, that's it's don't be fooled. It's flat in the road book, but I think this is kind of a puncher's opener stage.
Yeah.
That will wear the yellow jersey.
I think it's gonna be an exciting start of the race. I'm always sorry to my dear sprinters, but I'm not a big fan of sprinters stages as an opener, for one, because it's always super hectic and crazy, and also, yeah, they aren't the most interesting, and I feel sorry. And also because the winner is most of the time the same one. But like here, you can like start to race quite early on, and we can see like a nice hopefully like breakaway forming for sure with one of the Petite Entreprise riders. I think we can conclude from this episode, or did I spoil already some stuff? I actually think so, but here you go. Do listen to the end though. But I kind of spoil it. But yeah, I'm excited. Maybe for each stage we're gonna like give who according to us is gonna win the stage, but we're not allowed to say the name 2 times. And then we can also just like do an outsider for each stage that we can like that can do top 5, top 10. So for this stage, I'm already starting like I don't have anything with keeping the best for last. I'm just gonna start with it immediately. But after last year's Tour de France, I had an absolute joy being there. But every day my heart kind of broke, seeing my favorite rider like struggle on both the mental and physical part of everything. So we're just going in with a bang, you know. And she's gonna win the opening stage, hopefully, and take the yellow jersey. And yeah, would be dream scenario. So I'm just gonna go with that one. And then for the thing is we don't have like too many people on the list yet for an outsider. But maybe let's do Backstedt actually. I think on this finish she can be considered an outsider. So
nice pick.
Let's go with Zoe.
Yeah. Nice pick. I go super boring, and I'm gonna burn already a big name on the first stage. Demi is gonna win this first stage, and like show the people like I'm ready. That's it. Is it gonna be too early to show she's ready or not? We're about to find out. But yeah, I think she's gonna win this one. That's and as an outsider, that's a difficult one. Well, it's maybe not a big outsider name, but it's the Tour de France femme, so Franzi Koch for the win. Like she goes crazy on the last 2.6k. And it's also, Saar, we should add this too. This first stage with 3 third category climbs along the road with breakaway opportunities, it gives like some of the riders in the peloton the opportunity to wear the polka dot jersey after the first stage.
And
That's interesting.
When I watched like the parkour and I was planning where I was gonna be, I was so excited to see so many categorized climbs because, as you know, we've watched the Vuelta, I think it was, and there were so many upper sections without like categorized bits. And yeah, I'm just a big fan of a polka dot jersey winner not being the leader in the GC or the second or the third. I love it when we actually see a battle like that can be won by really a breakaway rider, like making it a goal for the week. So yeah, there are definitely chances. Of course, I want to it has a lot of points, but there are through the week a lot of opportunities to take some points.
Exactly, yeah, and it's a big opportunity for a lesser well-known or a non-GC contender to wear the polka dot jersey 1 or 2 days, or even 3. That's nice. So yeah, good start. Nice. Should we go to stage 2?
Yeah.
Just in front of the UCI headquarters from Aigle to Geneva, almost 148 kilometers. This one can be more labeled as flattish, I think, especially because the last third of the race is quite flat and the finish is flat as well. So there's an opportunity for the sprinters there, I think.
I still question how the Tour de France labeled these stages, because for Dutch or Flemish people or like Dutch speaking people, you might have heard of the avondetappe on Dutch TV. And one of our guests, Misha Bredewold, was there, and they asked her like, "What do you think of the parcours?" And she said it's gonna be so heavy. Like basically every stage is as heavy as Liège-Bastogne-Liège. So it will be a spectacular tour. I think this is one of the flattest stages. It's, if not the flattest, so we will give it a flat label, but it's still,
It gives opportunities again for the ones aiming for a longer stay in the polka dot jersey, because you have a third and a fourth categorist climb in the first third of the race, so that gives opportunities. But I think in the end, I mean, it's going a little bit slightly downhill the last kilometer, wide roads. I think Wiebes and Co are not going to waste this opportunity. They're strong enough to survive the first part of the stage.
Yeah.
And I think we go for a royal sprint in the streets of Geneva.
That's, I actually agree.
Yeah, it's my boring opinion. So,
I'm just go with Wiebes for the win. Let's not act ridiculous. And then as a wild card, I don't know like which sprinters are actually. Let's maybe we always award the teams who put their selections out earlier. So let's give a wild card to Ruby Rose Gannon for this stage.
Okay, nice. I'm gonna go with Balsamo. Just to say something different. And I'm gonna keep Wiebes for later on in the Tour de France as a prediction. Who as an outsider? That's difficult. I'm gonna go. Why not? Consoni. Yeah.
Okay.
Or if she's selected, I go for Shari Bosset. Yeah.
I do think so. She was doing a lot of training in her Belgian jersey, so I would say she is.
Yeah, but we don't know yet, so I'm just gonna. If she's there, she's my outsider pick. Like, which also sounds weird to pick Shari Bosset as an outsider in a sprint stage, but still, it's a Tour de France fan.
Come on, Kristof. This is a bit lame, but it's the Tour, so it's okay.
Exactly. Well, I'm glad we are aligned on this. So, then take us. Or if you have anything else to add about stage 2.
No.
Okay. Let's get out of Switzerland then on stage 3 on Monday, August the 3rd from Geneva.
It's for me because all the phone stuff, like I actually spend like hours like researching what is the cheapest option to still have access to like 5G and stuff. So I made a whole plan. So I'll be happy when I don't need to set reminders like every 24 hours, send a text to be sure you're still covered and all that stuff. So good when we just get out of Geneva, really.
We will do that. From Geneva to Poligny, it's 156 kilometers. Weird profile, to be honest. That's you basically start the day with a category 1 climb, and you kind of finish all flat. So It's I don't know, strange.
Breakaway.
I think the first two stages offer more opportunities.
But I have
But
my winner. I'm thinking of. I have two different scenarios. She can do it like early breakaway, but also in a different way.
Okay. Cool.
But I will be at a lot of the time I just do start finish, but this stage I will go to Col de la Fossile, so the first category climb.
Yeah.
And keep an eye on the socials because I brought my spray paint cans again, and I have a little plan. It's not the usual spray painting, but it's not as big as like the show the women, of course, because I think the live stream is okay. By the way, ASO, we do love to see breakaway forming. So it would be an idea to cover the full stages, but okay. It's a start. Just needed to get that off my chest. But yeah, keep an eye out. So my not even hot take, my winner for this stage is Sigrid Haugset.
Nice.
Because one, she can do a break, and two, we have like a lot of like climbs during the day. Like there is a first category one, there is a second category one, and then we have a descent, and then it's flatter. But we've seen Sigrid do it like from a peloton that's preparing for the sprint, but after a bit of a harder stage. She has tried that before. Unsuccessful so far, but this Tour de France stuff, it's her moments. I feel it. So that would be a lovely scenario. One of the two. I'm not picky, but she's gonna do it. And actually, as a wild card, I'm gonna go with a Belgian one. I'm gonna go with Sandrine Tas.
Okay. Oh, nice pick. Yeah. Oh, cool. Can't be mad about that. I go also. I also go for a breakaway. I go for Puk Pietersen, stage 3. And as a like wild card, come on, we can go wild here. Sigrid is an interesting choice, but I'm not gonna repeat that. Hey, go for Ma Petite Entreprise then. Just stay into the episode. Clémence Latimier wins the first stage that arrives in France. Stage 4. Yeah, that's that's where the masks need to fall off for a first time. See who's ready, see who's a pretender, see who's gonna have to win time on the Mont Ventoux, or see who's already in a comfortable seat. Because we have the 21-kilometer time trial from Givry-Chambertin to Dijon. It's not a flat one. It has 265 meters of elevation on 21 kilometers. So it has a 2-kilometer climb as well as a 300-meter climb. So it's not super easy. It's not that heavy that you need to change bikes, I think. That's a completely overkill. But still, it offered opportunities, not only for the real powerhouses, but also for the more climby NGC riders, I think, Saar.
It's time for Marlon Royce.
Oh, you're excited for that day?
Yeah, no, I'm so excited because I know, and like lately I've been noticing it's an unpopular opinion, but for one, I love to watch a time trial on TV. And I even love it more to see a time trial in real life. So I actually can't wait. I am so happy the day I saw that they are going to do a Tour de France one with a time trial in it. It's so nice to watch on the roadside. And I'm just like, the only ones I've experienced are like Belgian championships or Baloise Ladies Tour. So like the atmosphere isn't matched to like the tour experience. So I'm super excited. Yeah, really. But the winner, like if Marlon is in shape and this time she doesn't come into the tour after an infection and she has food poisoning before, then I think she will win this one. And for my wild card, I'm gonna say Mackenzie Copeland.
Nice. That's nice. I'm gonna follow you, Saar. I go for Marlen Reusser if she's fully healthy and she basically doesn't arrive on the start line unprepared, and especially not in the Tour de France Femmes. So I think she's gonna win this as well. And as my wild card, I go for Zoe Bakstedt. Against all GC riders, she's gonna surprise us and take away the victory on this ITT stage.
And the next stage, it looks scary. It's profile.
It can both look.
For those who don't watch the road book, it's like the categories climbs with like a number in it, which category it is. So we have 8 categorized climbs.
Yeah, it's from Mâcon to Belleville en Beaujolais. So enjoy a good wine, Saar, while you're there.
My dad will.
Or your dad will, of course.
So that's always the thing. Like, do I have time? But we're also, so when we're going, we're doing like taking a break of like travel like on Thursday evening in Dijon, and then we're there for the time trial. But when we return from Nice, we also stop in Dijon, and there in the neighborhood you can also like do some wine tasting. So when we're back, he can do that. But
voila.
During the stages, we don't have the time. So
yes, and it's 140 kilometers. It doesn't have super long, super heavy climbs, maybe, but don't be mistaken because you have 2,700, 2,800 meters of denivellation to do on this day. So it's a heavy day out, and it already starts basically with a second categorized climb. So it will cut off the legs of everybody that's already feeling tired. Good recovery after the time trial will be important as well because this one is gonna sting. This one is gonna hurt, I think.
I feel like this parkour got designed by someone who thought, how can we bully the sprinters away?
Yeah.
Like how? Yeah, it's like we've seen already 2 uphill starts, and we're stage 5.
Yep. This is Giro territory. They usually do this kind of stuff.
But then at least the sprinters get like a flat stage to like recover before the sprint, and here it's just uphill, and you keep doing that all stage.
Yeah, but the good thing here, Saar, it's categorized. Usually in the Giro, it's just like an or category climb, but it's not even get you points. So, I mean, look at the right side of it.
Well, so here I will also be on a climb, the final climb, Mont Brouilly, which I think there it will explode, and I think we will see GC / very strong punchers finale, and I'm going with Kimlegor for this stage. This is a Kim loving space, so I would love to see her win a stage again this year. And wildcard, I actually didn't think about this yet. Lippert, is that hot take enough? I don't feel it is. No,
it's Tour de France. It's our level of hot take is different than in
Célia Jury, although it's the Tour, so Célia Jury is a hot take in this scenario.
If Demi is still there at the foot of the last second category climb, maybe she's allowed to go. So yeah, why not?
Or sprint.
I go, but sprint before her own teammate. But that's not going to happen because Demi will need the seconds, I think. So she's not going to be allowed.
Well, Demi's confident enough. Like she, no. I think if Celia is there, she will be allowed to sprint.
Well, let's see.
We'll see.
Yeah, my pick needs to be confirmed, but from Laboral, Ostolaza. It sounds like a nice pick, and I'm gonna use Sigrid here as my wild card.
Great.
And then for the next stage, the 6th stage, if you thought this one would be a bit easier, don't be mistaken. It's from Montbrison to Tournon-sur-Rhône, 153 kilometers. It's not as undulating as the previous stage, but the climbs are a bit longer And we still have 2,600 meters of denivellation to cover
It's
in this
crazy.
stage.
So the altitude they cover this Tour de France is crazy.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting. I mean, what can you say? There's a lot that can happen. It can be super boring with all GC teams keeping everything closed. It can be super explosive, and it can be everything in between. Interesting, maybe. It's kind of downhill the last 10K.
Yeah.
Which might offer an opportunity for my pick, Sudhir Kerwell, for this one. But you can do the same. I picked Marlin for the time trial as well. So
I'll try to think of something else. Let's go for another good descender then. Elisa Longoborghini.
Yeah. And my dark horse, Neve Fisher-Black for this stage. Yeah. Nice. Nice. So, if you thought
This stage.
Yes, if you thought like a time trial followed by 2 heavy stages was not enough, let's go to the Mont Ventoux then. The Queen stage, I think we all agree on, at least on paper. The tackling of the mythical Mont Ventoux, the Bédouin side, so the most mythical side of all three of them. Which I'm happy about, because it could also be like, no, but it's the Tour de France fun, we're gonna do it from the soul side. Like, that would be so typical that they would treat women's cycling that. But good choice, going from Bédouin, going all up. Yeah, and it's quite a while, almost 16K of climbing, 8.8% average. Yeah, this is, I mean, you're there or you're not. I mean, here you're gonna win or lose the Tour de France fun, I think. That's for sure.
I always find it kind of funny on these profiles where you have like an R category mountain to then see like how small the two Everest climbs look, just to make it fit on the profile.
Yeah.
We still have 2 category climbs before
We
it.
still start with the second categorized climb. I mean,
like if sprinters haven't abandoned the race, but now like just go away. Like, what are you still doing here?
Like it's clear you're not welcome here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be super interesting. But I think we might have both the same pick as a stage winner, because I'm not gonna leave this. This is Paula Blasi. I want to see Paula win on the Mont Ventoux. That's
I'm still kind of thinking. So I felt that Petra Sjassen wasn't gonna make it because she injured herself after the Vuelta, but then I saw Lausanne, so the city of Lausanne, like posting the Swiss riders at the start, and then she was included. So if she is, actually, I would take Petra Sjassen as a winner on Mont Ventoux. Also, can I say again how sad I am that Sarah Gigante isn't racing this Tour de France Tom? I'm still, if I think of it, kind of heartbroken for her. But
it would be a stage for her.
I miss her, like these Grand Tours. I miss her so much. So I really hope that from next season on, everything goes well and she can come shine again in the mountains. So when I see this Ventoux stage, I'm good. It's nice, but also why is my favorite mountain goat not here? That kind of vibe.
And just imagine like Paula Blasi teaming up with Sarah Gigante to set the Mont Ventoux on fire together.
What an awesome stage it could be! Like you have like Petra Sjassen, who has shown her out of the blue as an excellent climber, even beating like the best climbers in the world. We would have had Paula Blasi, Sarah Gigante, like this would have been. It's still gonna be awesome. But so if Petra is racing, I'll say Petra, and then I'm gonna say Vollering. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen, because I wanna save Paula for later on.
There's not a lot of later on anymore, Saar.
Yeah, I think there's still enough time. And then as a wild card, I guess like I do know actually Lotte Klaas is my wild card for the Van.
Cool. I go for Magdalena Valieres winning in the rainbow jersey on top of the Van.
Oh,
Would be
also
nice.
yeah.
Would be nice. Think it's a long shot, but anyway, it would be so nice. It would be so cool. She's deserved.
Another flat stage according to the organization.
Yes, for yeah, so for the sprinters that didn't give up or still feel welcome after all that was been served to them the days before.
Yeah.
I think this one is offers the nice opportunity. The penultimate stage from Sisteron to Nice, 172 kilometers. It's a long one. But yeah, I mean, you just can divide it like into two sections. The first section goes up, and the last half just goes down. But with some three nasty kickers in the last 20 kilometers that could maybe offer some fireworks. But if we still have a couple of sprinters left, and I think we still have Lorena Wiebes left because she is capable of surviving this, I think that's a stage for her. So I'm gonna use her for this stage.
Yeah, okay. So because I used Wiebes already, and okay, maybe Balsamo will be still in the race, but yeah, actually, let's say Balsamo as my pick for the win. But then in my wild card, I'm gonna go for a breakaway, and I think she's participating, so I'm gonna do Margot van Pachtenbeek for the break. If it makes it as my hot take. So let's do that. I hope we see at least one, preferably two breakaway stage wins, because I always love that. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I go for Skibon as a as a dark horse. It's a very dark horse, I know, but yeah. Good, and then we are there. Not Paris, but Nice is the finish of this year's Tour de France with an evening stage. A small one, 99 kilometers, but still 2,300 meters of denivellation. So yeah, basically 2 laps, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, well, you go up and down, I think. That's basically it.
It's like, so the first time, so we have 1 lap, which they do 3 times. So you can see the 3 col d'Huez in the second
3 times,
category.
yeah, correct.
They do that, which is already like the normal col d'Huez is 7.7 kilometers at 5.9% average, which is already hard enough. But for the last lap, they decided, just 4 times the normal one, it isn't enough. So they added an extra section, which is called like the Chemin du Vina. I need to twist my head. Chemin du Vinaigre, which is a super steep. I don't know like the details anymore, but it's like a super steep section of like double number percentages. Here, let's see. Here you have like the black section, which is that part. So that's over 9% for quite a bit. So the stage is gonna be so brutal. Crazy.
Interesting, explosive, short. So, but heavy. Yeah, indeed.
It's like the funny thing is, it's like a little bit more than 90 kilometers, but like it's like over 25 kilometers of it is climbing, and then you descend. So like there's barely any like flat part of the race. So it will be super interesting.
And again, you start with the col d'Huez. I mean, who's building this parkour? I mean,
I wouldn't know what the goal is. Like, do they want like a non? Like, do they want to see the green jersey like won by someone who like has no sprinting capability, or like what is the idea behind all these uphill starts?
It's like, what a bad mood did the guy or woman that built this parkour had? He or she had to present it to the organizer. It's like, no, I'm in a very bad mood. I'm gonna start every stage with an uphill section. It's like, really. Oh.
But yeah, I promised that I saved Paula Blasi, so Paula is gonna take the final stage, and then you can say who's gonna win it according to you. And now I'm gonna find myself a dark horse.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go with Pauline Ferrand-Prévot. She's gonna win on the last stage. She's gonna do a last row at the GC win. We're about to find out in 5 minutes if she falls short or not. And my dark horse will be Femke de Vries.
I was thinking of that one, but it's fine. You can take it. Let's go with Niedermayer then.
Yeah, that would be nice too. Yeah.
Okay, so we've had that. Conclusions, heavy, poor sprinters, a lot of possibilities. Like, if they wanted to, almost every day could be a GC day. So if the teams are gonna make it hard, it's gonna be, yeah. And the thing also is heat and temperature. I've been looking, and for the moment, I saw there is only one stage under 28 degrees, which is the Ventoux stage, which makes sense because it's in the mountains. But all the others are looking like 30, 31, 34, 37. It's gonna be.
But the tricky part can be said that the lead up to the Mont Ventoux can be super hot. That can be problematic if you don't eat and drink well enough. I mean, of course, you have the first until Chalet Renard, you have a little bit of shade into the woods there on Mont Ventoux. But still, yeah, the lead up can be scorching hot. Experienced that last year myself when we were there on holiday. Yeah, it can be
But yeah,
hot.
really, I think the thing about the tour, apart from like the heavy parkour, it's like not underestimating the heat, because we saw it at the men's tour as well. Yeah, when like you forget to drink enough, eat enough, or you just can't handle the heat that well, which is no shame because there are a lot of non-professional sporters who have the same problem. It adds an extra dimension, and hopefully it cools down a bit. Like 37 degrees, it's not necessary, not for the people along the road, not for the people on their bikes. It's okay, we don't need it.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just hope, because I think it's an interesting parkour which offers a lot of opportunities, which offers a lot of question marks before each stage, how it's going to be turned out. So let's just hope every stage can just start and finish as planned, not influenced by weather protocol, not influenced by whatever crazy people that might exist, that might have crazy ideas, or whatever might happen. So let's just start and finish every stage as projected. That would be very nice, I think. That's first and foremost, most important thing.
Okay, so that's also something to look forward to. 3 different episodes during the Tour de France live from it, with Kristof, who will be joining me as well. And we might have a very regular guest, almost standing co-host, join us at least once as well. So thanks.
She's a semi co-host by now. She's not. She's no longer a guest.
Yeah, exactly. But I didn't want to give it away fully. But yeah, there's only one who has made so many appearances since she came here the first time.
It's the one and only.
Did you notice we didn't really mention yet Doma, actually? We haven't mentioned her.
And Ferrand-Prévot, except for my last stage prediction. So yeah, and Marianne Vos.
Yeah.
Like and Elisa Longo-Borghini. You mentioned her, yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, so afterwards we're gonna be like, yeah, exactly. You were there too.
Yeah, but maybe now we can do our stars. So maybe this is a chance to to mention some of those. So I'll kick it off. And 3 stars, I'm just gonna be obvious, and I'm gonna be saying Demi Vollering. 2 stars is gonna be for Pauline Ferrand-Prévot, and the coolest GC rider out there being Paula Blasi. And then 1 star is gonna go to Marwan Reusser, Elisa Longoborghini, and then wildcards. Secret Talks out again. Fuck it. Just go for it.
Interesting. Yeah, I think we're just gonna juggle the same names, but maybe a little bit different. So just not to go with Demi because, well, Demi, I think she's the strongest, but she's never like outclassing anyone in the Grand Tours.
Thank God. We don't need
Yes, thank God. We don't need that. We just had that 3 weeks. So we don't want the Tour de France fun be over after 2 stages like it was with the men's edition this year. So it would be nice just to make it exciting until we are in Nice. At least make it playable for the last stage like we had in the Giro. That was very nice. Anyway, so I'm going to go then for my 3 stars.
We also didn't mention Van der Breggen, by the way, if you want to incorporate into your...
we for sure will regret that too. So just to be different, Saar, I go for Pauline Ferrand-Prévot to repeat herself as GC winner of the Tour de France Fun. 2 stars for Demi Vollering and Paula Blasi. And 1 star for Kasia Niviatoma, Niedermayer, and who am I now forgetting? I go for Longoborghini, 1 star.
Okay.
I probably forgot someone. And the dark horse or the wild card, I go for Celia Jury. If anything might happen to Demi, I'm very curious to see. Let's hope not, of course, dear listeners, before you kill me with some nasty comments, if you might think that. Let's hope not, but yeah, I keep her as a wild card.
Do we want to do all the predictions, or are we just gonna start with our hot take for the Tour de France?
My hot take will be, just do the hot take. Sigrid Haugstad will wear at least 2 days the polka dot jersey.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a good one. And my hot take is that Paula Blasi will be very, very close to the overall victory.
A hot take?
Yeah, but I feel like when I read the preview, she's like not... And technically she's going as domestique, so no, but very, very close. I'm gonna hold back a little bit in my predictions, but I think she will be very close.
Cool.
Yeah, then we just do maybe we build up to the podium prediction in the end, and we just start with who's gonna win the team classification.
Yeah, UAE.
Oh. Yeah. I'm fine with that one. When you have Paula Blasi, Mexico, Longoborghini.
In depth, they're the strongest team, I think, at least on paper. So I think that's an easy build-up for both of us. give them some room.
White jersey, then.
Celia Jury.
In the Tour, it's also till 23, right?
But still. Niedermayer is still up.
Is she?
Yep.
Then polka dots.
Cannonball. Obvious one, Saar. Come on.
As well.
That could be a Niedermayer as well.
No, I'm not gonna give her 2 jerseys. I'm a big fan of all jerseys divided over multiple riders.
Okay.
Sorry, Antonia. I'm very sorry. Then green jersey.
Is that GC prediction as well? Given the parkour. I'm gonna go for Marianne Vos.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking. First, I was like, maybe I can go bias again with Lotte. But Lotte will be able to do the harder stages. But yeah, she will probably do lead outs for Lorena. So she won't be able to take the top 5 points there, I guess. I mean, it's Lotte Kopecky. You never know. So then my thoughts were, it's not that we are gonna have so much sprints. So I wanted to look at someone who has a very strong punch and sprint. She's not like on this start list yet, but I saw her appear again on the V Lausanne page. So I was thinking maybe Noemi Ruek can go for the green jersey.
Dark horse for the 1-2 as well, I think.
Yeah, or for sure, like the up and down stages is
the up and down, which one?
all of them. So yeah, and then the podium prediction, you can start off again if you want to.
Yeah. So I go for yeah, of course, Ferrand Prévot on 1, Paula Blasi on 2, and Demi Vollering on 3.
So remember my hot take, but just for non-pressure putting stances, I'm just gonna say Vollering wins it before Paula Blasi, and on 3 is gonna be Marwa Reusser.
Nice. Mm-hmm.
I think that we said that to then to add something. If he like forgot like big name riders, remember that he didn't have access to the full start list.
Yeah, and that we usually forget big name riders or whatever
Sure.
it is, and then afterwards in hindsight we're always like, oh yeah. So, but I mean,
we did have quite a few where we remembered like in the end we were racing. So maybe let's see.
And I mean, the majority of our listeners should know us by now that our predictions usually are like,
But yeah, the advice I can give you is, as always, watch the fun, follow us on Spotify, whatever, because there will be multiple episodes coming your way. And for sure, follow us on Instagram, because although I'm like going a bit easier on the amounts of episodes, I will still be able to produce quite some Tour de France fun content for you. So stay tuned for that. And then now it's time to go back to our guest. Enjoy.
Yes, exactly. Let's take you to Saturday and the week after that, Océane. What's your role on the team for this Tour de France Femme?
Well, we haven't really discussed it, but I can guess from what I have been up to since the beginning of the season. I think we'll have 2 riders that will be more comfortable to fight for the GC. So it will be Clémence and Célia, with her recent title in the French championship in the time trial. And of course I will be very looking forward to help them, especially in the mountain stages, because I'm not the best to get the big the best position in the bunch, so I won't be helping a lot on this. I think I would like to. I will try, but maybe more in the mountain stages. And well, the rest of the time, I think the team will want us to be really offensive. They will want us to try to go on breakaways, to spend the day at the front, because we have to show that we are there, that we are strong, and that we exist. We don't want to just wait in the bunch. And they know I really like to do that, so I'm pretty sure the briefing will say, Océane, you have to go. And so I expect this.
Ah, that's good. Make it worth it. Like you said, Océane, don't be all gray all week in the peloton. Like,
yeah,
just go for it. Yeah, and you already touched the subject as well, because you will be a representative of the CPA as well during the Tour de France Femme. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? How does it work? Like heat protocol, are you the one that can advise the organizers, or how does it really work?
Yeah. So I've done this quite a few times now, and I've been used in these cases, so I know how it works. So yeah, the CPA for the World Tour races, they ask 3 riders, to be riders rep. And if there is an issue with the security in the race, for example with cars, or any issue that could be that could happen, or an extreme weather protocol. It can be a huge heat wave, and I really hope it won't happen. But I'm kind of I think we might need to consider this. It will be really hot in the tour. It can also be wind. Well, in this case, we meet with the organizer. There is the local police also that assure the security of the race. The UCI also comes, and the riders rep are here to give the advice, their own advice, but also the advice of the whole bunch. So the idea is that we text our colleagues, the girls we know, what do you think in your team? What do the girls think? And for example, in the beginning of the season at Setmana Valenciana in Spain, there were huge issues with the wind, and so the night before the third stage, we were called to give an opinion. So I asked every French girl in the bunch. I texted them, "What do you think in your team?" Everyone said, "Well, we think it's very dangerous." Myself agreed with this. I thought it was really dangerous, and so all together, the night before, we decided that it was more sure to cancel the stage, and that's what happened. So it's actually not just to have riders rep. It can be used, and it's very important, I think, because for the organizer it's complicated to have the opinion of the bunch. They cannot communicate easily. It's a lot more easy for us to communicate between us. So yeah, that's the main reason.
That's a whole job on top of just riding the Tour
Yeah.
de France Femme as well. Wow.
Never enough for me.
Oh my God. And then you need to filter out like because there's always people that like to complain anyway, so you need to filter it out as well, the rumors from the peloton as well, like what's serious and what's like what's the voice like, okay, it's you again. I mean, like,
Yeah, for
oh
sure.
Jesus.
The good thing is when the girls complain, they usually complain directly to the organizer or the CPA. They do not come to me. So that's the good thing.
Okay, well, luckily. So hey, then back to the Tour de France from itself, Océane. Which stage should we look out for you?
Wow, that's interesting. Honestly, I it's not the stage I'm going to be the best in, but I think the Mont Ventoux stage is going to be quite well for me. It's a very long climb. I know the climb. I've done it twice before. So I think I will be quite comfortable there. But otherwise, to be honest, I think it's not just one stage, because if I try for breakaways, it will be on every possible stage. So except the time trial, every day, basically. And we'll see how it goes, and which day I can go in the breakaway. The stage 5, I've done it at training with one of my colleagues, so I know the course quite well. It will be really hard, but it could be a good opportunity. It's hard from the beginning, so maybe it will be an opportunity to go at the front and to show ourselves. So yeah, maybe this one.
Yeah. So we look forward to that. And which stage are you the least looking forward to?
I think the part of me wants to say the time trial, because I hate the time trial before. I like it when it's done, but before it's just warming up and all. It's just and it's really hard, you know. But there is also the stage 8. So the one that arrives in Nice, but not the last one. I think it will be a sprint. And in this stage, I don't know. I don't feel like it will suit me a lot. I really think it will be a whole bunch, and I'm not sure I'm going to be really comfortable in this stage. We'll see. We never know.
Yeah, exactly. And just outside of the racing itself, which is already very exciting, I can imagine. What are you most curious about the Tour de France Femme?
Yeah, that's well, to be honest, everyone speaks to me about this because of all the girls in my team have done it at least once. I'm the only one that has never raced it. And everyone says so many things. I just want to confirm what they say. For example, every people coming to you before the race, wanting to speak to you, wanting an autograph, even though they have no idea who you are. Every text in the social medias all the time. So yeah, I really want to see how it is because sometimes in little races I already think it's too much. So in the tour I can't imagine. And yeah, spending a whole week with the team, we'll have the whole team all together. We've never had this before, except in the camps. But in the races, we have never had our cook, our physio, everyone in the same time. So I'm really looking forward to spend this adventure with the riders for sure, but also all of the staff.
Nice.
Mhm. Yeah, nice. It's gonna be one big discovery next week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, cool. And then any rider on the team that you're excited to see what she can do? Like some
Yeah.
dark horse or some girl you think like, I'm very curious what she's gonna do on the big stage.
Yeah. Well, for sure, I really want to see everyone. I think our best chance for the GC is Clémence, and she has done a wonderful Tour de Suisse. So I'm really looking forward to see what she can do in the GC in the Tour de France. But I also really want to see our French champion Celia in the time trial. I really want to see how she can, with this really nice suit that she will have. Really want to see how she can manage with the best riders of the bunch. But of course, every day will be a battle for everyone, and I think we'll all be very proud of ourselves in the end, for sure.
Mhm. Yeah, let's see if it will be added stress riding in the French jersey in the Tour de France Femme, or will it
Yeah.
give her wings?
Yeah.
That's very interesting to see on this big stage. And if Océane, if you had one word to describe how you're feeling going into the Tour de France Femme, what would it be?
Excited would be the word. Because for now I'm not so stressed, to be honest. I feel like it's going to be a hard race that's a little longer than usual, but not so much other than that. So really excited. At the first two stages, there will be my family because, as I said, I live quite close. So that also will be very good to experience that with them. And yeah, for sure, I'm excited, and I'm just a little worried about being able to survive, to be honest, because it's really huge. And when I see the men yesterday, how they end up, of course, it's 3 weeks for them, but I think 3 weeks for them, it's the equivalent of 1 week for us because we do not have the same training before and all. And when I see them, I'm like, well, I really hope in 2 weeks I will survive and have the same smile on my face.
Yeah, fingers crossed. But we're
Yeah.
confident, Océane. We're confident. You said like stress levels are quite under control. You're just most curious about survival mode after 1 week. But like, is there anything that you're like nervous about for the Tour de France Femme?
Yeah, there's one thing I'm quite nervous about actually, is that I know that when I'm tired and hungry, I can be really how to say, not nice to people.
Hangry, like they call it.
Yeah. And so I really hope that I won't be too tired, because in this case it will be really complicated for my my staff and the girls in the team to handle me. I know I'm alone in the room, and I think maybe it's a good thing.
That's
So yeah,
maybe
I
on
just
purpose.
maybe they know me now. No, I just hope that even as a human, I will be able to survive because then it's not just a cycling adventure. I think it's a human adventure, and we have to survive as humans. So I just hope that no one will be angry at me after.
Okay.
Now, I'm gonna just ask you to predict some stuff for the Tour de France, to be in the atmosphere a bit. Do you think there's any rider like before the Tour de France that isn't like talked about too much, but will perform very well in the Tour?
That's an interesting question. I think maybe. Well, to be honest, I'm not the person that knows everyone so much, but from a French perspective, I would say that Célia Géry, our new French champion on the road race, well, she performed really great in the Giro, and well, you should have seen her in the French Championship. She was just so much better than everyone else. It was crazy. And when you see the girls that were here, it's not nothing. So I think Celia, if she has some liberty in her team, because of course she's in a huge team, so she won't be able to do everything that she likes. But if she's given some liberty, I think she can be very, very strong.
That's an interesting name. I'm also super curious to see how
Yeah.
she's gonna do this tour. So nice one. Then another question: what do you think decides this year's race? Could be a stage, could be like a factor like heat or something else. What do you think will decide it?
I think it will be the Mont Ventoux stage. To be honest, it's such a long climb. Of course, the strongest girl will be at the front, and I think there will be huge gaps already in this stage. So even if the last stage in Nice is quite, it's really hard too. I think the Mont Ventoux will be very important for the GC, and I'm almost certain that at the evening of the Mont Ventoux we will know who wins the tour.
Okay, nice. And can you give me like your boldest prediction for this year's tour, like a hot take, something out of the box?
Um, it's so complicated. Like, well, Clémence Latimier, we never know. I have to trust my teammates. So,
Perfect. And then just the last questions, and then you're done here. Who wins the
yeah.
Tour de France, son?
Um, I want to say Demi Vollering.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Pauline Ferrand-Prévot is really, really strong, and she's shown it last year. But part of me wants Demi to win, so I will say Demi. She's in
Okay.
my fantasy Tour de France team, so I
Yeah.
hope she wins.
Ah.
I need the points.
Hope she pulls that off for you.
Because I also took me, but I'm not trusting this so much.
she needs to compensate.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
but I don't know. In some like fantasy cycling games, you also get like points if a rider is like in the break and gets like the combatif. So maybe that's the way how you can give yourself the points.
Yeah.
So
Yes, that's why I took me. Exactly. That's I
perfect.
will have another motivation to go on the break.
Yeah. And if you're suffering, like if you're with two left, it's just I need to make sure I get the points in my fantasy team. Yeah,
Exactly.
that's a good tactic, actually.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the ultimate motivation. Like, keep going, Océane. It's for my own fantasy team. Like, keep going. Like another extra point.
That's the plan.
Yeah. Well, it was super nice to have you on today. We wish you the best of luck for this upcoming Tour de France, and of course all the other races and things you will do in your life. And hopefully we or I, because I will be at the Tour de France, I see you with that combative one day on the podium.
Yeah, that would be a pleasure. Thanks a lot. I had a really good time.
Thank you, Océane.
That's a wrap for episode 83 of She Rides. Thanks for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the ride.
Absolutely. Women's cycling is packed with action, and we're here to bring you every twist and turn. And follow us on Blue Sky and Instagram for behind-the-scenes updates and more. And stay tuned for more exciting guests. Tag She Rides podcast on Blue Sky to show off your knowledge about women's cycling, and She Rides is powered by KTM Endurance Coaching.
Thanks for listening to She Rides, the podcast where women's cycling takes lead. Keep watching fun, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.